Big weekend coming up in the motorsports world as everybody's going to be heading down to Oaks, Pennsylvania for the Motorsports Racecar and Trade Show. Pioneer Pole Buildings, of course, sponsoring that event. Lots of things going on. We've been talking about them all week. Of course, Billy Pouch is going to have some of his older race cars. There is a nice discussion with some of the people who used to race with him, including Wade Hendrickson, who'll be up tomorrow, by the way. But the young lady that we have on the phone right now, we met her earlier this year at Super Dirt Week. She is going to be Ms. Motorsports for, maybe about 48 hours more. But Morgan Rochelle Bealer is not just someone who poses in front of the cameras and with the winners at Super Dirt Week. She actually races. She was at the PPL Center a couple of weeks ago with her brother's Slingshot, and she runs 600 micros at Hamlin and at Kutztown. So let's head on down to Lehighton, Pennsylvania. Originally from outside of Allentown, Morgan Rochelle Bealer, 24, joins us. Morgan, how are we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. I would imagine we're probably a little sad knowing that this rain is coming to an end.
Yeah, my mom's been texting me. She's so emotional about it. I think it's really going to hit me Friday once I'm up on stage giving my speech. But the year really did go fast. I know everyone says, take it all in. It goes fast, and you don't realize it until we're down to 2 days left, and then it's over.
SDS Photography, Racing Photography, they're the ones who are letting us use this picture right here. So as we look back at it, what do you know now that you didn't when they took this picture almost a year ago?
That I was in for a crazy, wild, fun, exciting year. I had won when he took that picture, but I was so ecstatic. It's something that I had wanted for so long. That was my third year in a row running, and normally I was, last minute to sign up, and that year I was a little bit prepared, more than I usually am, and I just had a good feeling, though. I had a good feeling about that year.
What advice would you have for someone who might be listening now who is competing this weekend?
Just be confident. It's really nerve-wracking to be up on that stage in front of so many people watching you, and as women, we're so hard on ourselves, but just be confident, go up there and have fun, because it's all about you once you're up on that stage.
I've talked to some people who say, and Lenny actually said this to me too, the interview process is maybe the most important thing.
Yeah, the interview, for me, was probably the most nerve-wracking. I'd like to say normally I'm pretty good with my words, but sometimes I get tongue-tied. So I was so nervous. You don't know who's going to be in there judging, what they're going to ask you. So I think for me that's the most nerve-wracking part, to be honest.
Yeah, because they really want somebody who really is around this, not someone who's just looking to sit there and pose and do something else all season.
Yeah, and I think that's like the most important thing. I knew being a race car driver myself and coming from a racing family that was in my favor, but you also have to be, a people person and be able to talk to anybody. So just being able to put that all together in one, I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I could imagine. And by the way, search on my channel. I did an interview with Morgan at Super Dirt Week. You can actually see her as she talks. You have warmed up since then, right? Because I watched your teeth chatter in that victory lane.
Yes, I was so cold. I was outside the other day, and it was freezing, and I looked at my friend. I said, definitely not as cold as Super Dirt Week. That was like a whole other level.
Yeah, somebody coming off the lake, and the fact that they had you in a bikini,
Oh, I know.
I just wanted to take my jacket and just toss it around you just to make you warm. So she is warm since then. So let's switch gears a little bit now, because again, 6:30 is when they're doing the thing with Billy Pouch. 8 o'clock is when the pageant begins, and this is on Friday, so make sure to get there nice and early and say hi to Morgan when you're there. So how was a couple of weeks ago at the PPL Center?
It was good. It was fun. I don't recall getting that banged up the previous year, but I was really sore. I don't know. They were ruthless this year. And that was just the beginning of indoor season. So I can hardly wait to see what next week holds at Atlantic City. But we made the first night at the PPL Center, and the second night we got taken out in the heat in the transfer spot. And I wanted to make the show, obviously, but I was so mad and pissed off at the guy that took me out. So I literally drove right through him. I saw him. I drove right through him, took him out, and needless to say, I did not make it through the B main, but I at least succeeded one goal. and
Yes.
I was fine with that.
But that's not really how it's supposed to go, right? I
No,
but,
it's not.
But I
It's
understand that anger when somebody does get into you. I always say anger is worth about 10 horsepower. What do you think?
Oh, I agree 100%. I don't think I think I just saw red out there. I was so mad.
They had one goal at that point. Forget all you other guys. I'm going to get up there and get into that bumper right there. So,
yeah.
Where were you sore? Like, did you bang your knees and stuff like that, or no?
No, just in general, like my whole body. I think indoors is just a different kind of thing. You know,
I can imagine.
I run dirt normally, and you know, you get tired, but you don't get that tired. Running indoors on that kind of surface, it beats you up. You have to use every muscle in your body, even under caution. I'm like dreading the cautions when they come out because it's tough.
Well, I was talking to Billy Pouch yesterday. You run a Kutztown. He says that is some pretty hard racing too.
Yeah, they are pretty ruthless there too. You know, you run with some of the best guys in 600 micros, and it's really cutthroat there. You know, there's B mains, 1 or 2 at least every week, and it's tough just to make it through them.
Yeah, because you're in the 600 micro, but he's in the Speedster, right?
Yeah, senior's in a Speedster, and then his kid he does both, I believe.
Yeah, I think he does. So I think he does the micro and that. So have you ever tried one of those Speedsters? Would you want to?
I don't know. To me, I'm going to be honest, they don't look that fun to me.
No,
My dad ran one. I don't know. I would definitely try one.
Okay.
And I will say kudos to them because their payout is amazing.
Is it?
So if you want to go racing smart, you know, that would probably be the best way to go.
Okay.
But right now, it's not something I could see myself, you know, putting money out for.
Okay. Do you have a first race on your schedule yet?
I don't know. I know the first race at Hamlin. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be. That's when I'll be racing the 600 for Gary Colucci, and then with my own 600, we pretty much go wherever we can.
Oh, okay.
I know we want to travel a lot more this year, you know, now that I kind of have more free time. So I'm anxious to see, you know, where we're going to get to.
Yeah, because I know a lot of the 600 guys that ran at Paradise, and they say, boy, once you get down in Pennsylvania, it gets a heck of a lot more serious.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is just, I don't know. I think the racing there is just a completely different kind of world. I think there's a lot of good guys that come from PA, and there's just a lot of good competition here.
Yeah, well, I wish you all the best. It's going to be, like we said, a bittersweet Friday night for Morgan because she will be handing over the crown to someone new who will now inherit Miss Motorsports for 2023. But I thought you did a great job. It was nice to meet you, and I'm so happy to see that we have somebody in there who actually races. So congratulations on a great year, Morgan.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me tonight.
I'm happy to do it, and I hope you have fun. So, guys, make sure to check it out. It's this weekend right at Oaks, Pennsylvania, the same place it's been before. All the information, motorsportstradeshow.com is how you can find out all of that. Remember to hit the blue E, subscribe to me, turn on your notifications, hit the likes, all that stuff. Morgan, you have fun, and I'll make sure we keep in touch, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a good one.